Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching. Welcome back, guys, to Used Classy San Marino. That's right. You can see the upward trajectory continues apace here at San Marino. Last season we finished 4th in Serie A and qualified for the Champions League. Things are therefore looking up for us. We're starting a new era for the club, the Champions League era, even though I suspect, as I'm sure you do as well, that our Champions League run won't be very long, but nevertheless, let's continue on and discuss what's going on. So, number one, we're getting a new stadium. We're going to move into the 26,875 capacity Secondo Stadium in about 2 years' time from now. We've taken out a big chunky loan for that, meaning that we now have a lot of debt, but it is what it is. The stadium is being named after Alberto Maria Secondo, a player who I believe actually played for us for a little while. He helped us win the Italian Serie 2A back in 2078, and was a good player actually, was a very good player. So yeah, I'm a big fan of his, or I was anyway, and now the club is going to name a stadium after him, so well done him. The other things the club has done is buy and sell players. So we've sold some and we've bought some. We've actually spent more than we've earned this year, which is a fairly new concept for us. In fact, I believe that's never happened before. It happened last year by $500,000. This year though by a little bit more than $500,000. So yeah, we sold Robert Keedy. He's gone to Al Arabi in Qatar for £4 million. He's already got 5 goals in 5 games for them. He did get a lot of goals for us last year, that has to be said, but he was injured a lot. He only made 20 appearances, and actually he wasn't as sort of, I don't know, he actually wasn't as good as maybe you think he should have been. He was then. He wasn't that good that year, and weirdly, even though he got 15 goals, he didn't actually score that many in separate games. He scored quite a few in. Anyway, the point being, he's old, he's injured, and I could get £4 million from him on a free originally, so that's £4 million of profit. Well done to Robert Keedy. The next player out is Courtney Harris, the young central defensive midfielder who I got on a free from Arsenal. He was tipped to be destined for big things when we signed him. But unfortunately, despite actually getting a fairly decent number of games for the club, he never really progressed. Did he even score for us? No, he never really progressed as much as we thought he would do. I mean, clearly not. I feel like he didn't improve at all, if I'm honest. He might even be worse than when we signed him. But yeah, so somehow anyway, we sold him for £1.7 million to Charlton, who are proving themselves to be complete mugs. We then sent Sousa off on loan to Santos. There's method in that madness, don't worry. We've got a little bit of money for him. He's going to play some games, and yeah, I will probably sell him at the end of the season. Not quite good enough, and never really has been. Speaking of, Yuri Musayev has been and gone. We signed him for $6 million. We still made a profit on him, despite him having a fairly underwhelming season for us. He spent a lot of last season injured, and then when he did get back in, his performances never really justified a starting spot. So we make some money off him, and he's gone to Napoli, where we'll see how he does. So far in his non-competitive games, he's been bad. So yeah, thanks, Yuri. The next player, a proper servant for the club, Didrik Sivertsen, no longer clogging up the basically the second reserve spot in our right midfield. Played 3 solid seasons for us in Serie A, helping us establish ourselves up here. Last season, very much on the periphery of the side. Did make an assist in the league, I suppose, but well done anyway to him. Helped us win our first ever cup, and now he's joined Juve Stabia, newly promoted Juve Stabia, for 1.1 million, a genuinely surprising amount of money, considering he's not very good. I'm amazed that Bristol City once bought him for £5 million, even though I feel sure I would have picked up on that when we first signed him, but still, seems crazy. Another sell that seems maybe crazy, Branislav Milivojevic has left for £5.5 million. He's gone to Olympiacos in the Superliga. I hope he does well. He's done okay for us since we signed him for $3 million back a few years ago from Sarajevo. He got 13 assists 2 seasons ago. The year after, he did nowhere near as good, and he hasn't actually improved as much as I kind of thought he would do when we signed him at 21 years of age. So I think it's fair. The next player who's gone, Ferdinand Koch, nowhere near as the level of improvement that we felt was necessary. And somehow Cesena, the team who's conceded 142 goals last year, felt like he might be the man to shore things up for them, and they are paying him a frankly ludicrous amount of money, and we got $1 million for him, so well done at me. Angelo Asensi has been sent on a co-ownership deal to Inter. Dariusz Karwan has done the same with Juventus. Neither of those players, I mean, I can't believe they spent so much money on him. But anyway, neither of those players likely to... they've not actually left. They're still in the first team, or at least in our squad. But yeah, we got a little bit of money for them, so fair enough. And I've sent Giulio Strukelj, or Strukeli. Anyway, he comes through our youth system. He's actually very good, particularly for a Sammarinese player. And he's gone off to Plymouth Argyle on loan, where he's already doing pretty well. He's played an excellent cup game. His league appearances have been up and down, but still he's doing better than the striker we sent them last year. Anyway, now, the ins, that's what's the most important thing. Let's check them out. Christian Cicetto. That's because he was on I think that's a co-ownership deal that we've just received him back again. The first real player that we actually signed was Daniel Russian, the Venezuelan centre-back, looking very, very tasty at £1.2 million from Valencia. Amazing that he's 27, came through only a couple of years ago at Vitoria Guimarães. That might be because that's when that division was loaded into the game. Nevertheless, we've paid them what they paid Vitoria, and we have ourselves a decent player. I'm very happy with him. Next good player we've got in is Claudio Garcia. He can play both on the right and in central midfield, so he will be doing just that. A lot of money from Deportivo, but actually a cut price on what they paid Monterrey for him. So I'm pretty confident, and he's still only 23 years of age, that he's going to improve greatly, or at least do us well. Then we signed from Forest Green the centre-back Michalis Tanelas, a very good, very slow, but very good centre-back, proper Wheatland boy, 6'4". He's had a bit of a storied career, played in quite a lot of places in England, played for Charlton on loan where he did okay, and now he's ready to make the step up for us into Serie A. The next player we signed, £800,000 from Regina, who are in Serie B, is this guy Eugenio Montanari. He's been really average throughout his career, never really done much. Did play in Serie A, has occasionally played well in Serie A, and now this is his time to shine. £800,000 I think is a bit of a steal, frankly, considering that Regina signed him for $3 million from Cagliari. So I'm looking forward to seeing him come in and see what he can do. Speaking of, we've signed on a free Graham Miller. He's a lot more average. He's very much the kind of third or fourth choice striker. Comes in on a free from Hibernian. Although technically he comes from Leicester, but Hibs had him on loan for 2 years, where he did pretty well. I'm hoping that he can get a few goals. I doubt that he's going to be a stellar player, but he can finish. He may be playing the cup a bit more. Anyway, sign him on a free. We'll probably maybe be able to sell him for some money. That's the key. Then we signed Damien Ward from Chelsea, a right midfielder who is not as quick as maybe we'd want him to be, but you can see he's improving. He's only 21, signed for $4.6 million, has also spent time at Hibs and Weston. Both of those two teams also former clubs of Graham Miller. And yeah, clearly a good player. That's why I got rid of Milivojevic, because I feel like Ward can do a job there. Then Elin Yanchev, William Noble, and also this guy, Santoni Ferrucci. Yeah, those guys were all in my youth system, having been co-owned by those clubs, so we got them all back. We then rejoin up again with Gorta Johansson. He's done a bit of improving, and he likes Odd and Chemnitz. Doesn't like us yet. But yeah, second season on loan for us. He got 8 for us in the league last season, 1 in the cup. And he's back again to continue to grace the Serie A thing for us, so well done. And then the big man, Manuel Irusta, comes in, and he's an excellent player. He's coming from Banfield. Somehow he's only just appeared, but I guess, did I load the Argentinian league last year? I think I must have done. Yes, I definitely did, because I remember looking at this, trying to work out what stats we would do and just gave up because that seems insane. River have won it 145 times. Anyway, I'm not even going to bother trying. But I guess he's only come in now that Banfield are a full club in the game, and we signed him for £10 million. I think that's worth every penny, frankly, and he's going to be a star for this club. Now, the pre-season games have not been spectacular, although we've started to slowly improve as we've played some slightly worse teams. But now the key thing comes in the Champions League best place playoff deciders. So we have drawn Celtic. Celtic, of course, being the Scottish side who always come second, especially recently. Actually, did it just say that they got... Oh no, I thought that said they got relegated. They've been dreadful. Rangers have won the league all the years, with occasional Celtic... the further back you go, Celtic get a little bit more involved, but look at that run of wins there. 2045 to 2074, they won all of them. They've won one league title in the last 5 years, but otherwise they're nothing much. And I feel like we can probably do a job on them. They can't be that good. That said, Rangers last season got to the Champions League final, losing 2-0 to Udinese, who won the Champions League. So the Scottish League isn't as bad as maybe we expect, but that said, last year Rangers were way better than everyone else, including Celtic. So I feel like we can do a job on them. So we're going to do both these legs in this game. San Marino away at Celtic Park to start, and then we'll bring them back to the Olimpico for our first ever home Champions League tie. Now we have to sort out the starting 11 whilst we are here. Because we've got a lot of people out suspended thanks to our previous European jaunt last season. Right, let's start up front. So Cavalier is suspended. So then I think the rest of the team picks itself in terms of the strikers. Let's again now switch back to the centre backs. Let's bring in Navarro, Toby Bush on the bench, and Davey on the starting. Russian can be on the bench. And then in midfield, we don't have much by way of options because Shaq is suspended. We'll go Vardic. We'll go Yu's going to have to play in midfield. Damien Ward. Do we have that few players that we can't even fill a... Because we've got so many players who are ineligible because we don't have very many homegrown players. This is the problem. Can we play anybody? Is there a midfielder that's any good? This guy's... Oh yeah, he's the one playing in... Pascal Lebehan has actually progressed? No. But Elin Yanchev. He's actually alright. Maybe we could put him on the bench. What about up front? Anyone good? Doug Coward. Don't remember signing him. From Man City. Okay. He's pretty terrible. And he's ineligible anyway. And what about defenders? We've got Alvaro Serra. Oh, he's terrible. Man, we've got a lot of shit players. Okay. Well, looks like it's going to be... Oh, what about Michal Kladek? He's awful too. Alright. We're going to bring Lebehan on the bench. We need to have some players. We need to fill that bench out. This is the Champions League. Come on, for goodness sake. The good thing is, the away game, I guess, we can afford to... Well, can we? We could really do with nicking a goal. They've got Dwayne Johnson. Okay, and what I was going to say is we'll obviously hopefully keep this leg respectable, and then when we come back to the Olimpico we can unleash some of our more regular starting players, like we'll be able to have Caballero back. There'll also be Shaq playing. Oh, Montanari has a shot straight away. Coote tips it wide. Ferreira. Johansson tries to cross it. It goes out for a corner. Early doors. Things are looking good. Husic puts the ball in. Navarro. Oh, and then Navarro fouls. Okay, interesting. Last season we finished with the most bookings in the division of Serie A. So we hope that... And it was something like 104 bookings in 38 games, which is pretty pathetic. That's never... I don't remember the last time I had a side that was so poorly disciplined. I feel feel like one game where I had a Dover team, we had one season where we were quite bad, and then after that it got better as we started to become a better side. So maybe that'll happen here. I don't know. Caballero seems to be pretty much insistent on getting himself sent off at least twice a season. He in fact broke our club record last season for most ill-disciplined player. Just having some water, apologies. Husic now to Garcia. Oh, Montanari goes past his man nicely. Still got it. Oh, Janssen tries to go for it, doesn't quite get there. Garcia. Oh, lovely little ball through. But Ward wasn't alert to it. Didn't get there in time. Jovchev throws the ball to Montanari. Husic collects, and was it a cross? Was it a shot? Who knows? It didn't go in either way. Oh dear. Janssen up front. Clancy. Bailey. That guy's name is what? Svestica. I thought it said swastika briefly, which would be a strange one. Oh, he's not called Dwayne Johnson, he's called Dwayne Thornton. Hits the post. I said boast, I meant post. Cassidy. Is Jovchev going to get booked for some reason? Warned. Okay. No wall, no bother. Inglai, I think that the guy's name is. Johansson now running with the ball. Montanari slips through Johansson, and Kut makes a good save, tipping it wide. It's a corner for us. 20 minutes in, it's been pretty even in terms of chances. We've definitely had have we had the better? Let's just check whilst we watch them score. Oh no, not quite. No, we haven't had the better. We've had similar in that amount, though. They've had a number more off target than us. White. Johansson. Can he slip in Montanari? No. Could he slip in Husic? He tried. Husic shot wildly. Maybe we should have started with Vardic. Was Vardic even available? Is he on the bench? Probably. Yeah, yeah, he is. So, well, there we go. Okay. Cassidy's going to need the physio one. Ferreira, Garcia, Irusta tries to play it forward, doesn't quite get there. Garcia to Ward, to Johansson, goes past his man. No. Montanari turns. They tried to give it to... Oh dear, Kut had it with his feet. I thought he had it in his hands. Tried to play it forward. They were under a bit of pressure there. Didn't look great. Damien Ward's injured one of their men, but he stayed on. Johansson with the ball still. Ward goes in again. Fouls. He's got a yellow card. Well, welcome to Celtic. Welcome to San Marino. It seems like you are very much ready to... You've already sort of embedded yourself in the culture of the club. Ward up towards Montanari. Nice ball. Montanari. Can he find Husic on the left? No. Johansson does though. Oh, Husic. That was lovely play from Montanari to find Gorta Johansson, who then tees up Husic to waste everything, which was a shame. Now Clancy is going to run forwards. Went for it from long range. What a goal that would have been. Someone's going to need some treatment just before half time. It's Garcia. That's not good. We haven't got a central midfielder to replace him. Cassidy, but Ward clears. Martin Lassie scores. Psst. Martin Lassie. Marcus Martin Lassie. Must be some kind of Scandinavian type. It's a shame that Garcia's been hurt. Yeah, and actually Jovchev's also looking pretty tired. Let's see if we can't just pump him up for this second half. I might be able to bring on Bush if Jovchev's definitely going to have to come off. Garcia's going to stay on for a bit longer because we haven't got anyone better. We've won ourselves a corner early doors. Husic is going to take it, but because I made the change, we're not going to get to watch it, I bet you. Oh no, we are. It comes in towards Davey, doesn't get there. Ferreira finds Bush. Bush out to Husic, finds Bush again. Garcia turns, shoots, and it hits Montanari on the arse and goes out for a throw. Well, no, sorry, it goes out for a goal kick, but actually it doesn't. It's a offside. Husic now to the back post. Davey wins the header. Heads over. 56 minutes gone. Right, I think we're probably going to have to take off poor old... Oh no, Garcia's, let's see, he's actually levelling back up again. Let's bring on Vardic. Centre backingly, we're not doing brilliantly. Let's bring on Russian. Sorry to Garcia, but you're going to have to play the whole game. Bailey tips over. It's still 1-0. I think we would take a 1-0 loss in the Champions League, even as taking it back to our place. If we're playing like this is better than the Freiburg game last year where we were absolutely dominated away. Cassidy, Davey, it's a goal kick. Thornton heads over. Yeah, we're not looking as overawed as we did against Freiburg last year. So I hope that if we take them back to our place, we can do the needful. Jakobsson, big ball forward. Ferreira intercepts, plays it just into the middle for no one. Clancy to Janssen, good save from Bailey. Brilliant save according to the ticker at the bottom there. We head clear. Russian's going for it. What was he doing on the edge of the box? He's a centre back. Eppel plays it forward to Janssen, but Bailey rushes out and collects. 66 minutes gone. Davey to Russian. Irusta, we might have to give him a new name because I can't read it quickly enough. Vardic hits wide. Pretty even with the chances this game. We've just not had many on target. We've been pretty wasteful. Kut, Russian wins it, finds Johansson. Oh, Johansson had a good chance there. Just hit it wide. And are we going to get another chance even in this game? Maybe not. Thornton, Vardic intercepts. Montanari plays to Johansson. Johansson back to Vardic. Tries to play it in, doesn't get there. Garcia to Irusta. Into Montanari. Montanari, was that a shot, sir? It said you had a crack. I don't believe it. White's going to take his time over the throw. Ward intercepts. Garcia to Irusta. Wasteful. Okay, now Montanari, this is probably the last chance. Johansson, it's gone in. Is that an own goal? Yep, Thornton tackled the ball past his own goalkeeper. And we have that crucial away goal, which I think on our arguably we deserve it. Well done from Montanari. Great play to set up Johansson to get tackled. Martin Lassie, Davy gets it. Bailey, could we nick a winner? That'd be fun. Oh, White plays it forward to Clancy. Zanders. Oh, you joke of a club, San Marino. Well, we've got the crucial away goal. 1-0 win at home and we go through an aggregate. That's fine. Getting the away goal was what we needed. Martin Lassie did very well in that game, I think. Anyway, look. We did really well, considering. Cassidy did apparently brilliantly. And I feel like we've put ourselves in not a bad position to go through. By the way, the draws that we could have had Spurs, we could have had, where's the other ties? It's this one. So we could have had Besiktas, Lyon, Valencia, Shakhtar, Tottenham, but we got Celtic. So I think we're not in a bad place here. The boys win, but we are in a decent little position. It isn't over yet. Yeah. Take a lot of positives. Liam was very impressive. He's a good solid game. Irusta. I'm just going to call him Rooster. When I next see his name, I'm going to change it to Rooster. As in the chicken but man. The chicken but man. The man chicken. Okay. Let's keep going. The Italian Football Informer. What a great paper. The San Marinese football paper name that's given in this, or the local media, is something like the San Marinese Free Football Press or something like that. It's possibly not that, but well, it's definitely not exactly that, but it made me laugh anyway. It made it sound like some kind of Radio Free Europe sort of style thing. Yes. Apparently we are targeting Juan Pablo Velázquez. Ooh, maybe we should be. Estudiantes. Lots of players in last year of their contract. I might re-sign Silveira. I don't think we'll be signing anyone else. We're going to go with high everything bonuses. Try and get as far along as we possibly can do. I want to know what the expectation is of us for the Champions League. So the expectation is that we reach the group stage, and we should reach the first round of the Italian Cup, which I think we qualify for automatically because of our league standing last year. Oh, come on, game. I really hope this is not going to be another recording where I get super disappointed by our European performances. I don't remember exactly how it works, but I think if we lose this, we still drop into the group stage of the Europa League. I'm pretty sure. Are you kidding me? Do we have any money? No, we don't have the money to do it. Okay, never mind. So we've lost our best central defensive midfielder. Why is everyone so disappointed by the departure of Courtney Harris? He wasn't ever any good, so I don't know why that would come up as a point of being disappointed. Arsenal won the Premier League last season, just in case you're wondering, and there was a fun World Cup winner. That was your friends and mine, Turkey, who won the 2086 World Cup. Sorry, not Turkey, it was Nigeria. They beat Argentina in the final. Right, Strikelj. Yeah. Oh, Swindon have got new youth facilities, that's cool. He's going to be given a nickname, the Rooster. Fiorentina playing Benevento, just about get past them. That's pretty poor from Fiorentina. And apparently we have, lots of people keep asking for this guy on a co-ownership deal. I keep agreeing to it and he keeps saying no. So bless his cottons, he doesn't want to leave me, even though he wouldn't even leave us. So 2086, the 30th of August 2086, I will be 95 years old. So if only I can live to see this actual date in real life. Let alone be managing San Marino in the Champions League 3 days before. Mehdi Coquelet, Italian Cup. Right, so they are offering me Crag from FC Midtjylland. Nothing interesting happening. Oh, first game of this now. Game. Give us a fucking chance. No, that's the under-20s. Our first game of the season is against Cagliari, another team that we struggle against. Good. Gonzalez makes his return. Good. Cezena make a attendance low for them. That's a shame. We should be looking to sell out our stadium in this game, I should think. San Marino fans hopeful. They've travelled a long way to come and see us. Imagine all those Scots packing themselves into San Marino. Well, yeah, I would love to make him part of my team, but I'm not going to be able to. Just wondering, by the way, let's just check on the old internet what the population of San Marino is. 33,785. So our stadium with 26,000 will obviously hold something like 80% of the... Lviv have moved into Plan Insect Park! Yay! That's a better sized stadium. I had to do all of my, Champions League winning for you in the 8,000 seater stadium, but sure. Don't name the new one after me, whatever. So angry about it that I just took a massive great big cup of water and spilt most of it down my beard. Yeah, so San Marino, 26,000 seaters for... So only 5,000 people can't turn up each game. So those guys, they probably just, rotate, I imagine. Although I guess there has to be some visiting fans, right? Okay, so this is the big one. Obviously, all eyes on the Sheriff Apoel game as well, because it's on a knife edge. Anyway, San Marino versus Celtic. We brought them home. Martin Lassie. Okay, enough with these under-21s. You can get out. Midfielders. The Rooster is injured, as we thought he would be. We still don't have any players who can actually fucking play. Right, Vardic is going to play. I think everyone else is just going to stick. Yeah, Moller Amara is not fit enough. They actually played pretty well together, so I'm going to leave them. Maybe we'll put Shaq in for Garcia. Oh no, sorry, Shaq's playing already. Good. What have we got defensively? Toby Bush. I think that'll do. So a 1-0 win here will put us through. Let's go calm, come on, calm. I think there's a lot more to come from you. We can definitely beat them. They weren't that good. We just needed to take some chances. Caballero to come on in the second half if we're struggling, but let's see what we can do. Early chance for Montanari. He puts it wide. He's probably played against us, Montanari. Probably scored against us. Maybe even done it on camera. I just don't remember. Johansson, can he put the ball in? Montanari gets there. Oh, he hits the post. The keeper tips it away as it comes back out. Could easily have gone in off his back, but it didn't. Luck wasn't with us there. Ferreira with the ball. Tries to cross towards Montanari. He was offside and his header was going in before it was hacked away. But the offside overrules that. Looks like we're going to get some yellow cards in this game. Ward slips the ball forward to Johansson. Can he cross? No, he just went for himself. Garcia. Ferreira. Davey to Ferreira. To Garcia again. Ball forward towards Montanari. Didn't quite get there though. Shaq. Garcia. Shaq and Garcia in midfield is going to be a very creative front midfield too. Not very defensive, but certainly very creative. Coot. Ball forward towards Navarro. Great tackle from Janssen, but... Oh, Bush. Great ball forward. Montanari. Montanari shoots. It was saved by Cott. And Ingley clears it. Shaq's corner. Navarro. Did he hit the post or was that a block? Oh, man. We've had plenty of chances already here. Yeah, loads. Ball's put in again, but we didn't quite get there. Navarro gobbles that up. Shaq to Vardic. Vardic, can he put the ball towards a nice striker kind of player? Bush crosses to the back post. Ward scores on his home debut. His first ever goal for the club. He smashes that into the top corner. It goes in off the bar. Coot wasn't able to keep that one out. Ward, what a cross from Bush. Huge ball. And Ward smashes that header. Just about gets in underneath the bar there. And we are going through on aggregate. On the away goal rule. Shaq's corner. Davey heads home and it's 2-0. A 2-minute double salvo from San Marino. We are cutting Celtic to shreds. Obviously, with the caveat that if they score one, we go to extra. We have to, they force extra time. But I feel like that is a big moment. Roland van Decken, a player who I've been interested in the past. Oh, Shaq went for it there. He also had sort of Navarro literally standing right in front of him as he took it, so I can imagine that's probably why he smashed it so far over and wide. Garcia wins the ball. Montanari to Johansson. Johansson keeps going. Oh, he scored! It's 3 in 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Johansson scores his first of this season for us, and we are coasting our way into the Champions League group stages. Johansson goes past his man. Jakobsen seemed to tackle him, but he got on the end of it and he smashes home. Thornton wasn't able to steal that one from him. He finally has his goal for us, and yes please. What a game this is. Oh, Bailey, they try to make an instant response. Well, sort of instant after 3. They try and make an instant response, but Bailey makes a good save. Oh, but Martin Lassie will not be denied. It's 4-3 on aggregate. God. One more goal from them will now put them through on the away goal rule. There at least will be no extra time. Ferreira to Johansson. Johansson to Garcia. Garcia shoots from long range. Goes way wide. But that's fine. And finally a little bit of a period where there's not anything going on. And yeah, what a first half. 3-1 up. 4-3 up on aggregate. Let's keep them calm. Montanari deserved his yellow card. Of course he did. Of course he did. Johansson's actually looking pretty tired. We haven't had very many games in pre-season. We only had 4. So not everyone's had a chance to have a proper run out yet. Davey tackles nicely. Shaq now to Johansson. Johansson running forward all on his own. Goes past his man. Oh, just puts it wide. That's unfortunate. Could have been 4 to San Marino here. Shaq with the corner. Davey. Oh, must have just put that over. Or, sorry, must have put that just over. Anyway, Shaq. Big ball out to Bush. You could see it coming. Bush, can he cross? It goes in. Montanari has his first goal for the club, and it is 4-1. Come on, we can't be going out of this competition at this point. Finally, some fun European ties. Bush, lovely play, crosses the ball in. Montanari, brilliant, and a lovely ball to set that whole thing up from Shaq. We are comfortable and looking happy in this game. Shaq to Navarro, back to Bailey. What's Bailey going to do with it? Going to go long? Yes, he does. Montanari tries to win it, doesn't. Navarro gets in there ahead of his man. Garcia now. We're going forward. Johansson. Can he play in Montanari? No. Of course he doesn't, because none of our players. Oh, Johansson. Johansson has scored. It's 5-1 to San Marino, and we are looking good. I don't know how Montanari is playing so poorly according to the game, but whatever. We're going to give Caballero a bow in the Champions League. I think we'll also let Mr. Consistency come on, and maybe that's enough for now. Or maybe bring someone on later on. But yeah, Garcia slips in Johansson, goes round his man with ease, and he's in a confident mood today. 2 goals in 2 minutes again, and San Marino are 5-1 up over Celtic. It was going to take a big comeback now for us to go out of this competition. Okay, I was like, yeah, well, now it's happening. Martin Lassie, need to check this dude out because he's looking pretty tasty. Gonzalez plays the ball forward. Bush clears, but Gonzalez has it again. Svestka, White, Shaq, great tackle. Oh, Mr. Consistency flies through him, but he was completely missed him. Caballero collects and, of course, fouls. He's just served a suspension for too many. Or yeah, he's served a game ban for too many yellow cards, possibly for a red card, can't remember. Let's see if he can get himself booked in this game, just to see if he's learned his lesson. Looks like Zanders is injured. Garcia has been booked. Kut, big ball forward. Navarro wins it. Gonzalez, Shaq in there quickly. Vardic, can he set up Johansson for a hat-trick maybe? Johansson turns, has a shot. Oh, he's nearly in there, but Kut manages to just grab it off his head. Kut, big ball, quickly forward. Johansson, Caballero. Johansson tackled this time instead of going through on his own. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Davey has been booked. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Let's take Davey off. Does he get? Yeah. Okay. Russian comes on. I like that, the Venezuelan Russian. Caballero has been booked. See? Like the coming of the sun in the morning. Oh, Zanders heads home. It's 5-2 now and 6-4 in aggregate. They would still have to get 2 more and that would only send them through on away goals. I don't think we're going to concede 2 more, but it would be good if we could continue to push. Shaq has actually done really well in that midfield role there, sitting slightly deeper. Maybe that's something to consider. Anyway, Caballero puts the ball in to Vardic, who shoots straight at Kut. Could have done with that going in, really, just to be 100% safe, but still, winning 5-2 at home, you shouldn't be going out in a Champions League tie. Let's not concede any more, please, Mr. the San Marino team. 86, we can't be losing now. We can't. We've done it. There's going to be no more. And there it is, final whistle. 5-2, 6-4 on aggregate. A good win, boys. Unbelievably, I can say I wasn't happy with that performance. I would never do that. We are through to the Champions League group stages. We've absolutely battered Celtic there. Sheriff came back. Bate came back. Besiktas beat Terek, Grozny, and Spurs knocked out Panathinaikos, as one would expect. Cremonese have signed a player. That's good for them. So we've done that. Does that mean we through to the group stages? When do we see the group stage draw? I suppose everyone else has to play first. Alright, we're not going to wait and watch that. What we'll do is, the next video I'll just explain where we are, like we did last year. We were excellent. We'll take it one game at a time. I shouldn't have said that, because that obviously makes it look like we think we're going to win. Great moment for Davey. Gorty Johansson was outstanding today. Yes, I'd love him on a permanent basis. I absolutely would, even though he wasn't brilliant last season. Anyway, so we're going to now have, between these months here, some Champions League games to play. We'll see about when I record next. We'll see what the draw is like, and then we might record most of those games, because it's going to be a little bit more tough than the Europa League last year, and we struggled in that anyway. So yeah, we'll see, and we'll probably come out for the first Champions League game. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Goodbye.